Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hamza Aamer from the CS department. In the next couple of minutes, I will be presenting my project proposal for the subject of programming fundamentals. Now, as we all know that there has been a lockdown due to the global pandemic of COVID-19, and people are stuck at home with nothing to do all day. Due to this, the younger generation has involved itself in different kind of activities to pass their time, such as gaming. Though these games are usually not that productive and do not have a good effect on the mental health of the players, such as the infamous PUBG. Now, after facing this unfortunate reality, it came to my mind that there should be a game that compels a person to use their intellect and also not get bored at the same time. For this purpose, I have decided to introduce an impossible quiz game as my C++ project. Now, this project uses the following functionalities of the C++ language, such as if-else statements, loop statements, switch case statements, arrays, functions, and pointers. Now, let me tell you about some features of this game that make this game unlike any other that you have ever played. This game will have questions so mind-baffling that they are sure to make you rage. Not only that, but if you slip up more than 3 times, it's game over. It is a game so impossible that I dare you to get a perfect score. If you manage to do so, you will be awarded handsomely. Now, this game will also have some Easter eggs, fun hidden stuff that will definitely make you smile. And if you're worried that you will not be able to handle such a difficult game, don't worry. I will make sure to put an easier version out for you guys so that you can also enjoy the quiz game. Now, that was it for my project proposal. Thank you for your precious time, and look forward to me completing this project of mine and achieving my aim, because I guarantee you will thoroughly enjoy playing my quiz game. Thank you.
Hi, I welcome you all to my first semester project presentation. My name is Muhammad Saudali. I am a student of Orchestra Fachhochschule. Today, we will be discussing a little project named One App, and the tagline is University Admissions Made Easier. One App is short for One Application. So with this presentation, I hope to enlighten you about the idea of one application, and in future, inshallah, will make your admissions much more easier and smoother. And this project is submitted to Dr. Rashid Naseem, who is my professor for programming fundamentals. The course code is COMP-111. So let us begin with the presentation. First, we will discuss the motivation behind the idea. So the motivation behind the idea for one application comes from my own life story. I was applying to different universities after FAC. Specifically, I was applying to LUMS, and the admission process was much more lengthier than I expected. It took me forever to complete that application form, I still remember. And because of that lengthy application process, I could not apply to other universities within their deadline, and I missed their deadlines, so I missed my chance to get admission there. This saddened me a lot, and I thought to myself, if this is happening to me, this is probably happening to a lot of other college students, A-levels, FSC, intermediate, etc. And I promised to myself that one day when I have the skill set, I will come up with a platform and application where students will have to apply once and fill a single form within one deadline, and they'll be good to go. So this is that one form, this is the one application. So the idea is already discussed, one application, multiple universities, right? and it will be a web application in future. I am thinking so as of right now. But currently, I do not have the skill set to deploy a web application or develop a web application. We will be going with a simple C++ program. The idea is already discussed, but to explain it further to you, the user will be prompted to choose some universities from a drop-down menu, and the universities that he chooses will have some common requirements and some requirements which are specific to some universities. The common requirements are those, say, most universities require your personal information like your name, your father's name, your email, etc. So common requirement will appear once, while some universities do not require some parts which are required by other, like personal statement is required by LUMS, but it is not required by UUD. So that will appear once in the one application. So this is basically the idea of one application, and I hope you like the one application idea. The concepts used in this project will be function, arrays, function overloading, control statement, loops. Yeah, we'll be using pointers and other concepts like multi-dimensional arrays and so on. And this was basically pretty much all about one application. I hope you liked it. With this, I am also working on a side project, Rang. It is an open source project. It is hosted on GitHub. It is developed by an Indian developer. It is a minimal header only modern C++ library for terminal text, colors, and styles. So this means that it will allow you to change your terminal text font and change the color of it. I know this is not much of a big project, but it is a small library. But I wanted to work on this to continue to basically kickstart my open source contribution. And in future, inshallah, I hope to contribute more to the open source. And this was pretty much all about today's presentation. I hope you liked it, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you for bearing with me, and thank you for listening to me. Allah Hafiz. Bye.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Yaseen Ejaz from the CS department, and today I will be presenting my project proposal. So the name of my project will be Easy Foods. And you might be asking yourself, why did I choose this project? Well, due to the pandemic nowadays, many people haven't been able to go outside and get food or even get the ingredients for making food at home. So I decided to make an application that would allow the user to enter whatever he would like, and the food would come at their doorstep. So for the simplicity and convenience of this, I would like to make this application so that it can help those people who are stuck at their homes and cannot find any food or any cooked food from any restaurant. So the user will enter his area, and the closest restaurants shall be provided to him. So in this, I will be using loops so that the user can enter as many items as he wants. I can introduce functions for the different restaurants. I can introduce inline functions for adding all of the ingredients. I can also introduce the arrays for the food items to be stored in that restaurant name. And I can introduce pointers. If the user rejects any item, then it can go in that memory address. And I can also introduce many other things, many other topics, and even topics that are not in our course for right now. So that was my project. So I hope it turns out well, and thank you. Man, I'm hungry. Easy foods.
from Computer Science Department. So today I am just presenting my project idea, which is given by us by Dr. Rashid. And today I am just presenting my idea, which is on a game named Hangman. So yes, and it is basically a brain teaser game. In this game, the user have to just save the life of an innocent, a man who is just hanged. The user just by guessing a secret words in the fixed number of guesses. If a user failed to guess a word, the innocent will be hanged. And the guess words are basically some general knowledge words depending on our vocabulary. They are just kind of these words, and in this game I am just the main focus. Your frequently used statements are if else statement or the for loops. So basically this is the idea, and which inshallah I will implement and make a good game. It will having a different levels based on difficulty, and further like some geographical words, some words from the country names. This all things that these words are from this kind of words. So thank you and have a nice day.
Assalamu alaikum. This is my project for programming fundamentals. Here the course code is comp 111, instructor Dr. Rashid Naseem, dated 10/1 and 2021. So basically my topic is about C++ coding in Arduino. Here is a short video clip which shows the working of LED flashlights with the help of coding using Arduino. Well, the main topic, working of a railway with the help of Arduino using C++ coding in it. In this project, the railway is all set up to move, opening and closing of doors, railway crossing, opening and closing of lights. The user should input the railway stop he wanted to go, and it reaches there by its own, and many other things that can be possible with the help of this coding. So here shown is the image of a house in which the lights are burned with the help of Arduino coding, and this is what an Arduino looks like. So moving forward, this can all be done with the help of coding, which is a new concept. So can this idea be applicable in our everyday life? Yes, this idea can also be made applicable for Pakistan railways, so that we have to suffer less of current railway problems. If some technology is brought in this aspect, the journey of hours will be reduced to minutes and people can love having a wonderful ride. So this is a new experience, and experience is the name everyone gives to their mistakes. Thanks for watching.
My name is Navid Abbas and I am from CS department, and I am submitting my project proposal to Honorable Professor Dr. Rashid Naseem. My project title is Scientific Calculator. Firstly, I will describe my project. The scientific calculator is a type of an electronic calculator in which different calculating methods are involved. The methods contain scientific, mathematical, and some methods related to engineering. Other than that, the scientific calculators have more features as compared to the ordinary calculator, in which many kinds of calculations can be performed. The functions which are involved in this type of calculator are scientific notation, floating point values, logarithmic functions, exponential functions. The concepts used are conditional statements, user-defined functions, loops, and arrays. The project scientific calculator will give various outputs. It will be a bug-free calculator. You will be able to understand the purpose of calculator. You will easily understand basic functions on the on the provided calculator. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Zainab Ayaz and I'm from Computer Science Department and my project title is Cyber Management System. Firstly, I want to add some information about my project as it is Cyber Management System. So basically cyber is a program which interconnects different computers and it also allows users to communicate over the computer network, and its best part is that it provides security from unauthorized users by login system and client server. Also, my project aims at managing the cyber cafe with multiple clients and gives the clients access of services that the cyber cafe is providing when it logs in. And the clients can log in as member or guest, and then they can use the services that the cyber cafe is providing. They can also request services of the cafe like tea, coffees or any others. And also the client and server part will have different codings, like we will do the coding for first client part and then we will do coding for server part, and then we can access our login screen at it is visible for you all.
Assalamu alaikum. This is my PF project on airlines reservation system. I'll make a program that will ask the user to, it will give options like book a flight, cancel a flight, or check the ticket inquiry or exit. If the user chooses cancel flight, he will be asked his ticket number and it will cancel his or her flight which at any time if he has scheduled or not. Number third option would be check ticket. If he wants to check the inquiry of his ticket or he wants to check the time of his ticket, so this program will allow him to check out his flight inquiry. And number one option would be book a flight. If he chooses to book a flight, it will give him two options. Number one would be domestic flight and number two would be international flight. For example, if he chooses international flight, so he would be asked enter date or date of journey. So he will enter his date of journey and then he would be asked to enter the source from where he is going to go to another country. Like if he is in Pakistan, so he would be given the option Pakistan. Number two would be London, third would be Dubai, fourth would be Singapore or New York, anywhere. So if he chooses number one like Pakistan, so then he will be asked to enter the destination. Which destination? What is his destination? For example, his destination is London because we chose the international flight. So after that he would be asked that how he's going to pay. If he's going to pay through cash or he is going to pay through his debit card or credit card. So he would be, for example, if he chooses number two option, like he would pay through his debit card, he would be asked about his debit card number and the passcode. After he will enter the passcode of his debit card, the transaction would be made. Or if he chooses to pay in cash, he would be given the time. At this time he has to pay the cash. So like this I will make a program that will make easier for the people to book a flight online without visiting airport or anywhere else. And I would like to add one thing more. This program will also tell the user the time of arrival, at which time he has to arrive to the airport, so he or she should not miss his or her flight. So this program will be user friendly. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sonia Akbar. I am here to present Programming Fundamental First Semester Project Idea, which is assigned by Dr. Rashid Naseem. Basically, my project is on ATM banking system. Nowadays, we know that ATM is used for most of the banking purposes and in many other fields. And we can use an ATM machine by ATM cards. And this is the explanation. ATM system is based on the concept to generate the total sum amount of the user, in which the user can check amount present in the account, withdraw balance and deposit amount by entering the PIN code and password. This system displays the exact sum after each and every transaction. And in my project I am going to write a program in which by entering the password or PIN code, the user can check balance in the account and deposit funds, withdraw cash, and after each and every transaction the user will receive the remaining details of the account. And this is my idea. I hope you will like it. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Today I am here to give the presentation on my project of programming fundamentals. So my name is Shahryar Hafiz and my department is computer science. So the today presentation is would be given by myself, Shahryar Hafiz, and presented to Dr. Rashid Naseem. So my presentation is about the project which is a program to record a score in cricket. In this project or in this program, the following list of concepts would be used, in which arrays, structures, loops and switch statement are included, and these all the concepts are not finalized or 110% confirmed yet, and I will also try to cover all the topics which we have studied, if there is any need to add any other concept in this project. So through this project the one can easily record or store a score of a players as much the user wants, but the limit would be to 11 players, which is standard of an international cricket match. And I will also try to make it to record it for the bowlers as well, like the total number of hours and the total score in 1 hour. So this is my project. So thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Saad Siddiqui and I am here to present my project. My project is about student management system, and this project is presented to Dr. Rashid Naseem. I will develop a student management system in which we are able to save the data of the students. It will have the additional features including we can also check the entered data of the students, we can check the student details, we can search the student details, and we can also update the data of the students, and we can also delete the data of the students. So basically the motivation behind this project कि मैं ये क्यों बनाऊँ, वो इसलिए कि हमारे यूनिवर्सिटी के हॉस्टल सेक्शन में मैंने ये नोटिस किया कि स्टूडेंट मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम का लैक है। तो मैं उस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए एक स्टूडेंट मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम बनाना चाहता हूँ ताकि वो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो सके, और जो अटेंडेंस सिस्टम है स्पेसिफ़िकली मेस का अटेंडेंस सिस्टम, उसका कोई सॉल्यूशन आ जाए। तो मैंने ये प्रोग्राम डिज़ाइन किया जिसमें हम स्टूडेंट की डेली बेसिस पे उनका डाटा एंटर कर सकते हैं, उनकी एंटर डाटा की उनकी जो लिस्ट होगी उसमें से स्टूडेंट को सर्च कर सकते हैं, और अगर हमसे कोई डाटा गलत एंटर हो जाए तो हम उसको अपडेट भी कर सकते हैं, और अगर किसी ने वो नहीं ज्वाइन किया अटेंडेंस सिस्टम और हमने उसकी अटेंडेंस गलती से लगा दिया तो हम उसको बाद में डिलीट भी कर सकते हैं। और सर इसमें मैं अभी तक जो हमें C++ के फंक्शंस पढ़ाए गए हैं और एक दो फंक्शंस जो आगे हमें पढ़ाए जाएंगे वो यूज़ करूँगा, जिसमें लूप्स हैं, पॉइंटर्स हैं और अरेज हैं। और आई होप यू वुड लाइक माई प्रोजेक्ट। आई एम वेटिंग फॉर योर अप्रूवल। दिस इज़ साद सिद्दीकी एंड थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Saad bin Khalid and I am here to present my programming fundamentals project idea to Dr. Rashid Naseem. So in this project what I will develop is a program that will allow the user to rent vehicles. This category will not only be bound to cars, but user will also be able to rent multiple types of vehicles such as bikes, buses and cars. This program will be a security protected one. The user will be bound to enter an ID and password. In case of wrong credentials, the program will terminate, means it will not execute. After this part, program will ask the user to enter some important information like his phone number, address, name and the number of days he want the car for. Now comes the choice of customer whether he wants to rent a car or bike. After this part will come the key feature of the program. It will display the specifications of the available vehicles such as their horsepowers, their fuel average, seating capacity, their model number, etc. Then customer will choose the vehicle that suits him best. In end it will display a receipt of all the data that was taken from the user and will be displayed on the screen along with the total rent, vehicles number, vehicles model number and all the necessary information. So it is my project idea. I hope you will like it. I am waiting for your approval. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
Assalamu alaikum. Today I am here to present the project idea for C++. I am Saad from the Department of Computer Sciences. The course for which I am going to present my idea is Programming Fundamental, and the code for this course is COMP111, and the project supervisor is Dr. Rashid Naseem. The idea of today I will present is the salesman. Actually, in this project I will highlight the different things like the items to be sold, their prices and the quantity available in the stock. I will try to my best to manage the account also by giving the profit and losses in the different items, like the profit and loss in the single item as well as the whole day profit and loss at the end of the day, so we can have the whole summary in this project idea. The parameter which will be used in C++ for this project will be of different data types like int, float, double, etc., strings, etc. And the other things which will be used is functions and arrays. And the most important part of this project idea which will be used is structures and loop. This thing is the basic the idea which will cover the whole project. If else and switch statement and enums and other things will also be used. So the similar concept is also used for this with this idea is of like shopkeeper and salesman, etc. And the similar idea of local transport with some of the changes can be used with this idea. Actually they are the same.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. As you can see my screen, it's my semester number 1. It's our project number 1. The subject is programming fundamentals. So let's move on. It's my game which I'm gonna make using C++ tic-tac-toe game. My name is Kamar Alisha. It's my registration number. I'm presenting this to Dr. Rashid Naseem. And what am I gonna do? I'm gonna make this game which will have a 2-dimensional array and loops and functions and conditional statements. I will try to cover up all the topics which we have been taught. In the output I will display a square with 9 boxes marked as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and then the player 1 will start the game and the player 2 will it will carried on by the player 2 by entering the box number, and then the box shall be cut, and then any of the players would win the game, so or the game will shall be declared draw. Then the computer will ask us if we want to play it again or we are not gonna play it again or not.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Madam Rashid from Computer Science Department. I am going to present my proposal for the programming fundamental project of the first semester. I want to build a program that will help user to see and order the food from a restaurant, the user will be able to see all the items that are available in the restaurant. The user will order the food he wants and he will receive the total bill of the food he has ordered.
Assalamualaikum everyone. This is my first project on bus ticket presented to Dr. Rashid by Faizan. I develop a software on a bus ticket. It is the main objective of this program. The first one is it asks the user's name and some other details. The second point is then a manual will be shown and user select the city where he wants to go. The third one is in the software it also shows which seat number he and she sit or how many seats left in a bus. The fourth one point is when he arrived his destination, a total bill of recipient should be shown and show the total detail about the user. The last point is that the charges are different according to the distance. Hope you will like it my project. I will wait for your approval. Thanks.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. I am Mohib Qaseem from Computer Science Department and today I will be delivering my project idea for first semester. So, Fun Plus Book. It is the name of my project idea and it is a C++ application proposal which I have already presented for my first semester project. Fun Plus Book is basically a phone book application which will have the functions of a digital modern phone book. So who will be using my application? Fun Plus Book will be a C++ application which will be a very user friendly and which will be easily understandable by people of all the ages. It will have a very simple UI which will make it easier to use, and after the coding part my main focus will be on developing a good GUI which is graphical user interface so more people will be able to use it. So now I will be giving a minor details of my system on which I will be coding and compiling it. So I will be coding on a laptop with the latest version of Windows 10 installed along with some other Microsoft application. I will be mainly working of Dev C++, but for graphical part I will be using Visual Studio along with some other tools. Now I will be coming towards the conclusion part. Fun Plus Book will make it simpler for users to access his contacts. The contact information will be placed under a single phone book number, so it will be easier for the users to access all the required information with the single search. As I have already discussed about the four operations which are addition, deletion, modification and searching. So it is clear. At last I would say that I will be using file handling concept which will be enabling the saving of an external text file so the user can access it even afterwards. With this I thank you all and have a nice day.
Assalamualaikum, I am Muhammad Jamal. I'm presenting my project idea of programming fundamentals to Dr. Rashid Naseem. This idea is about student report card project. This idea typically involves the functions like adding a new student, displaying the results, editing, modifying, and deleting the result. The idea mainly focuses on the concepts which we previously studied in our course like conditional statements, loops, header files, structures, and etc. Thanks.
Assalamualaikum sir, my name is Mahad and the idea of my final project is a gym management app. So sir, during this pandemic, gyms are the places that often get crowded at a certain specific times, not 24/7. So to avoid this and to avoid the threat of spreading of COVID-19, sir, my idea is to make a fitness app which would allot specific time slots to the gym members over a period of 24 hours. So what this will do is that it will reduce the overcrowding of gyms, which can further reduce the spread of COVID-19, which is really important during nowadays. So how this app will work is, first the gym member will add his time routine or schedule, and during the time slots whichever and she is free. Then he will add his intensity level of training. For example, if a person is beginner or intermediate or advanced, he will add his training level, and the app will allot him or her according to his intensity level. And then the app will automatically allot a specific time slot so that the gyms don't get crowded. And that's my idea, sir. I hope you like it. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
Hello everyone, my name is Jamal and I am here to present project idea of programming fundamentals, which is presented to our course instructor Dr. Rashid Naseem. The project is about canteen management system. Here are some features about this project. This project is a program to store data of employees and sales, as well as order, discounts per order. The owner can add the employee and update the employee details. Similarly, the employee manages the sales and order. This program is easy to operate and understandable. The concepts used behind this program are if-else statements, functions, arrays, switch statements, different libraries, and loops. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hassan and I'm from BS Computer Science. And my project for submission is a snake game. And this is a snake game in which I'll used all the features having in C++ and we studied before. The main features which we add in this game is arrays, switches, functions, and many libraries, reference pointers. These were the main features which I'll add in this game, and also having a lot of other features. There is levels in this game, and also there is a lot of competition when you go far. Then there is complexity level will also be increases. So this is my game for submission. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Muhammad and I am going to discuss about my project of programming fundamentals course that I will present to my instructor Dr. Rashid Naseem. My project is actually about coding a game that is called Bingo. Bingo game is a card game that consists of a 5x5 matrix. In this game, the player selects a random number. That number is crossed in the matrix when a specific pattern, usually a straight line, forms diagonally, vertically or horizontally. The player calls out bingo and he wins. This game is played among friends. I will code this game in C++ language. The concepts that I will use in my coding includes loops, functions, arrays, recursion, file handling, and the libraries of C++ language. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. This is me Amina, being the student of Pakistan Fahokshole Institute of Applied Sciences and Technology, presenting in front of you the project assigned by our PF professor named Dr. Rashid Naseem. As you see in my next slide, that I have decided to make a puzzle game, or you say a magic scare, and you'll probably be surprising that why I named it as the magic scare, and I will tell you later in my presentation that why I named it as the magic scare. So basically in my puzzle game, I decided to do coding in such a way and use the logic by using different programming techniques in such a way that when user enter the values, those values are arranged in such a way that vertically, horizontally and diagonally it counts the same. And basically when I was practicing in Dev C++ in the previous days, in one of my assignment assigned by our professor, So unexpectedly there become a patterns which when user enter the values and it would arrange like this. So this was like a magic scare for me. So I thought of continuing it in the project and by introducing different levels in it, by using different programming techniques, that it would be applicable to a larger extent to a 3 class 3 matrix, to 4 class matrix, and to the infinite number of values. So basically this is my whole project which I would do in my first semester. So this was like a magic scare for me, so that I named this project as the magic scare, you say a puzzle game. And I hope I would do it inshallah by introducing different levels in it. And thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Abdul and I am student of Computer Science Department. This is my programming fundamental presentation that I have to submit to Sir Rashid. My project is about to calculate the GPA in relative grading system. In this project, I am going to make a program that can calculate students' GPA in relative grading system. What is relative grading? Relative grading refers to a system of evaluation that allow educator to convert the outcomes of students' test, project, or assignment and adjust that final grade in relation grades from other students in the course. Why calculating grades in relative grading is difficult? Because you have to do a lot of math, you have to look through all student marks, you have to calculate average and then standard deviation of each student to the average, and that deviation then in result shows the progress of student relates into his class. So how can we make this program? First of all, take marks as input, calculate average, calculate standard deviation, compare deviation of each marks with average, assign grades, use for loops to get input and save them in array, use for loops to calculate sum and then divide it by total element, use for loops to calculate standard deviation, use for loops to compare deviation, and then print output. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Abdul from CS department. I have given a project by Dr. Rashid Naseem. My project title is Biometric Verification from Android Mobile. This is my intro, and this is a summary of my project. The Android framework includes face and fingerprint biometric authentication. Android can be customized to support other forms of biometric authentication. All biometrics implementation must be security specification and have strong rating in order to participate in a biometric prompt class. As Android mobile have very smart applications, face, fingerprint, and other many locks, but it also requires biometric verification. We use in this project app, which is online app,
We verified our SIMs, our accounts from this app, online app. So I use in this project functions, loops, array, pointer, and function overloading, etc.
Assalamu alaikum guys, hope you are doing well in this pandemic. And today I am gathered here to represent my project, which were given by Dr. Rashid Naseem. My name is Suleman, and let us discuss the main idea about the project. Here you can see that I want to build an e-store using the test sequence as C++ language. I know it will be very difficult for me to even add the graphics or something, but let's move forward. Now you can see that here we discuss the detail about the projects. Now in this project I am going to build an e-store, an online store where a user can buy whichever category he wants. I will try my best to put the categories like which were totally based toward the electronic devices. There will be many subcategories from where a user can choose which product he wants to buy, and afterward he were given a value amount, how much the price of that cost. And afterwards the program will take some of the information like the name and the location, and it tell us like at where you live and which store of our is near to us, and the delivery charge is included, and afterwards the product successfully delivered to him or her. So this was the basic concept behind the whole e-store. I'm going now at this beginning stage. It will be very difficult for me to even add the graphics or other things, but I will try my best to make the program very user friendly so that no one can have any kind of problem or something else. I hope you like this project, and see you next time. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum sir. I am Mohib from computer science, and today I will be presenting my idea for the project that I have selected for programming fundamentals given by Dr. Rashid Naseem. So let's begin. Okay sir, so my idea is to make a software that suggests or advises the user a car for him. For example, a user is going to buy a car, but he does not know much about cars, so he needs to be suggested a car so that he can buy. So explanation. So we have seen that there are a lot of websites and applications and softwares that tells the user where, when, and at what price a specific car is being sold. But it does. But what if a user like my dad, he has to buy a car, but he does not know much about the cars, so he needs to be suggested. For example, considering his preferences, for example, if he needs comfort, if he needs his car to be good looking, attractive, or if he needs his car to give good mileage, has a good fuel consumption, or he needs it for off-roading, then he needs to be suggested a car keeping in mind his preferences. So I plan to make a software that will ask the user these type of questions, and it will tell us that what is the perfect car for him. Also, it will ask the user in or near which major cities in Pakistan does the user live, and tell the user that what is the maximum and the minimum price of that car that he can get. Also, it will tell the user that what is the best and most trusted car dealer in his area for that car. So it will make him easier for him to buy that car. So I will be using in this project I will be using all the covered content. For example, I will be using arrays, built-in functions, and user-defined functions, if statements, switch statements, a lot of that, and arrays, etc. And also some of the things we have not studied yet, but I know a little about them, so I will be using that. So this was my idea, sir. I hope you like it. Thank you very much, sir.